I don't like it. And then I feel like that I don't like the 50-50 because I feel like the woman should get more. This is my opinion.
Why?
Huh? What?
If y'all had the same economical situation or financially y'all equal, why should she get more? And the kid would be with him 50% of the time, and the other 50% go to her. I mean, why should she get more? Like, what? I don't get it.
Because she has to bear that burden with the kids.
What you mean
Taking
burden?
care of the
50-50.
taking
6 months with him, 6 months with her, however they want to play
I don't like it. I feel like the woman should get
it.
more.
That means
I
you
think the
favor
woman
women. You don't care. It's just all about you pro women. I mean, I get it, but it's unfortunate because that don't symbolize family.
And that's the whole thing. It's like we need to get back to family values and not
Facts.
individualistic values. I
Exactly.
mean, the individual is very important, whether it's male or female, but it takes the two in order to create a family. The family dynamic and structure is gone.
Yeah.
Did you see that video last week or so about them kids beating up that pregnant woman in Chicago? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, what
Yeah,
the
I saw that.
fuck?
It was horrible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Horrible. What is society coming to? We need to literally get away from the individualistic mentality and get back to family-oriented mentality and community. We need to get back to that. That must be the forefront. And if we do that, I think a lot of our decisions will
Be balanced.
be more balanced. Instead of I got to get outside. I'm outside. It's cold now, so I don't know if they're saying that song no more. But
Yeah. I'm
uh,
a, I'm a boss chick. That's what you
I'm a
said last
boss
time,
chick.
ain't Keish?
Hold on. I'm a boss.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am a
Hold on. No,
boss.
look. I'm a boss bitch doing a boss bitch shit. Boss bitch, boss bitch. Then when you see her in the club, yo, what's up, bitch? I ain't gonna call me bitch. Fuck, you just when you just over there singing a song. The fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, a lot of that shit. See, that's a headache right there. That's confusing. Men don't like that shit. Men don't like to be confused when it comes to women. Like, but although we'll forever be
Women don't
confused
like
when
to
it
be
comes to a woman.
confused when it
We
comes.
need to get that shit
Women
out
don't
of our
like to be
brain. We need
confused when
to
it comes to
literally
men
say to
because
ourselves, don't try to figure them out. They don't even understand themselves at times.
women don't like to be confused themselves. You
Ah,
don't like the fact that you want to play family man, but then you want to go and have your cake and eat it too. Oh, I'm a
Where's you
man, I
getting
can
this
do it.
from?
listen, hold
The
on, stop,
statistics
stop,
don't say
stop,
that
stop.
it's
Just let me say this, D. D, let me say this. I
wait.
don't know what's going on with you, Keish the Beast, but I can see why you don't want to be on the leash because you keep on bringing up the same topic. There's a number of things we can discuss. You keep on saying the same thing. He's
But that's
cheating.
not. But no,
You,
you're bringing back the fact that men gets headaches because women are confused. Well, how do you expect for a woman to hold her own and be committed to a man when every time she turn around, the man is doing something he ain't got no business?
Keisha,
she
I'm
hold
not
on. You
asking you to do that. That
wait.
would be unjust and unfair to me, according to the laws I live by. I can't ask you to do no shit like that. If someone's being unfair to you, you have all the right to move the fuck on, and if he's doing something that he shouldn't be doing to you or
Bro,
someone close to you, you might want to do the justified thing. Hold on, look. God kicked the devil out of heaven for doing some shit. You might need to kick his ass out the house.
bro, cheating is only a problem if you not wealthy.
Oh, correct. Correct. If you're wealthy, you can cheat.
Yeah, you can
Just
cheat.
don't bring her home. I don't want to hear about it. And if I do, buy me a new Rolex, buy me a new Felipe Patek Audemars or whatever. Buy me a
A
new one of these
Chanel
motherfuckers.
purse.
Yeah, buy me a new Dolce Gabbana, Eve, Saint, whatever the fuck. You know.
Saint Laurent.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
you
Look,
got
look,
you
look.
know the
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Look.
yeah, 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 yeah. Buy
Hey,
me one of them Hermes, and I might forgive you for that infidelity.
to sum it up and bring it home, the whole headache and the whole beauty, beautiful women being headaches and the most abused. We all know that beautiful women is the most sought after, and even in a younger age, it's not by any means or stretch of the imagination justified. I think personally, y'all don't want me to say it on here, but I think
See,
unaliving is just it's too easy. I think they should people who molest and all that chomos and all that stuff. I think it should be I don't think it should be unalive, but I think they should be put up somewhere where you can kind of what's that back in the days during the Bible where you hurl a stone.
Stone the person to death.
Don't you what you said, folks? Got it. You can't say that. But I think that should be brought back, and everybody just had a turn for a week or so. Feed,
yeah. Well, you
feed
know
them.
what?
You know,
That's a that's
let's
a
let's
that's
get
a
that
that's
straight.
an idea. That's an idea, but at the same time, that we can go down a slippery slope with that one because motherfuckers right now start wanting to throw stones at Donald Trump, and then if people agree with it, then that should have happened. And I'm
Right,
not saying that I'm pro Donald Trump. I'm saying that I'm pro us.
right. And it's true. The most like a lot of the women I've had a conversation with that was beautiful. I don't know why, but they tend to confide in me and say, I don't even want to speak on the things that I've been told because they might see this video and then it might trigger something in them. But
Right, right.
definitely they've been abused, and as a result, they kind of it creates a level of delusion, which I understand because that's the way in which you try to deal with the reality of your life. And the depression from what happened to you
P,
back when,
right,
and it,
PTSD.
yeah, and so that's gonna cause you to be a headache. I understand it, but that don't mean that man should deal with it. I think you should, deal with it. Go do your due diligence, self reflection or self healing, and not put that burden on a man. Just like we can't put no burden on you all. So
The
you got to
same,
you
the
got to do
same
do your due
alchemist.
diligent health healing and not be trying to justify why you are the way you are because it's in your nature for you to be nurturing and soft. It's in our natures for us to protect and be, have that testosterone and that to us. And you shouldn't be trying to feminize us and make us soft, make us y'all and none of that madness. We should have that balance. You got the the alpha omega. You got the yin and the yang. You got the masculine. You got the feminine. People should just be in their nature in order to have a balanced relationship. Ain't
And
no
that's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. I'm in agreement with him. I was
right,
saying that from the get-go. Even going back to what you said, the headache part, I
right,
was using the headache, and I said at the beginning, I could have used another word, complex or whatever it may be. Due to the nature of the many different experiences that women go through, it causes them to be more complex. A lot of them use their complexity of their life experiences in ways to battle other people. And I'm
right,
sure you've gone through it yourself, and so have we. Men do the same thing. Like we might meet a woman, and if she does the opposite of what we believe she should do, we may test that on the next woman we come across or the next three to see if they'll pass the test. I mean, people play all type of games, but knowing that you're playing games and stopping the game, meaning clearing the mind, causes one to have less headaches, if no headaches.
right,
Playing the game and not understanding the game that you're playing with self and with others causes one to have a lot of issues and more
right.
headaches.
Starts with self knowledge, knowledge of self, and knowledge of
Self-awareness,
yeah, self awareness about
Definitely self-awareness. And I don't think a lot of
self-awareness,
people, I
and
don't think a lot of people are
self-realization.
self-aware of their situations. Keish the Beast.
always
Did
on
I
the
say
lead.
Miss Beast? No, I ain't
Again,
saying that. Fuck no.
you're
That
talking about
opened
a
the door for
woman.
all kind of shit.
To go back what the alchemist was saying, you're talking about someone that you knew that had all this trauma. I knew a
It
man that
ain't
had a
just
whole bunch.
one. Most of
I've known multiple men to
most of
have trauma too.
who,
And guess what? I've known some men to have trauma. I
but
know
they
a
deal with it
gentleman.
differently. You
Yes,
all
we
wear
all
it
deal
on
with our
y'all
trauma.
sleeves.
We all deal with. Well, no,
No, you wear it on your sleeves.
he wore it on his sleeve, and he had an expectation for women to act and conduct a certain way based on his trauma.
We
You
talking
know,
about
this
for
is
the
somebody.
most part, not just one individual. For the most part, who wear their feelings on their sleeves, they trauma on their sleeves.
Listen, I met plenty of people, more females than males, that have had issues in life where they may not be the same, and it's all on how you deal with it. I'm not saying that everyone's the same. I'm not saying that everyone should be the same. I
Right.
understand that one's attitude and their aptitude is based on their uh, self awareness, understanding, and diligence to and willingness to overcome. So, people handle things differently than others. People handle things differently than others. So,
And we just got to get back to the knowledge of self and thinking in familyhood or a nation building versus this individualistic big eyes and little U's mindset that we pretty much adopted from a, a other ethnic group. It's not of our doing. It's not of our culture. We'd have definitely embraced this culture, which is counterproductive. It's almost like take us being a zebra and taking the tools and tactics used by a lion to heal our tribe or whatnot. It'll
right,
never
that's
work.
ridiculous.
You're gonna be
Right,
ate
hell
up by
no.
that lion
Well,
Right.
taking his
I'm
tools and
keeping it
tactics.
real. You all talk about how women act and how we conduct ourselves. A lot of you all's problem, and I hate to say this, is your mother's. And part of the reason why your problem is your mother, because your mothers are the ones who cradle you all the way up until you're basically ready to leave the house. You're called king, you're called all these different names, baby, darling. I've seen gentlemen that live with their moms up until they were like 35. You should be out of your mom's house. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to find your own or have your own stuff. You shouldn't be even living with your mom and call yourself going out dating with somebody.
Well, you
Uh,
can't. You never know what that person. He might be. You never know what his situation. So you can't just say he never should live with his mama. We don't know his situation.
right. I jumped off the porch early. I jumped off the porch very early, very, very early. I think I jumped off at 14, 13 and 14 and
Right.
went back when I was like 16 or something. I had my daughter, and only because I needed a woman to help raise my daughter, and my mother was the best person. Other than that, I never looked back. Never looked back. My mother's a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. She's always been a beautiful woman for me. But she, like most women, have issues too.
And then you know what's crazy, y'all bro. And the y'all power is in feminism. You'll get a lot
Right.
more done
Yes.
using your femininity than trying to be tough.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Because that's where y'all
Yes.
power at. That's where y'all true nature at. And if you exercise that divine nature within, you'll be able to move mountains. But if you
For
want to
sure.
act in the nature of a man, it's gonna be conflict and it's gonna be more stress up on y'all.
All the time.
I don't
It's gonna
think
be more.
all women.
It's gonna be more stress in the family, in
Yeah,
the
more
home.
stress in the family, more stress on you all because it's going,
I don't.
huh?
And for clarity, I don't think all women want to act in the divine purpose of a man. I think we
No,
were
I ain't no,
forced, as I
no.
said,
You can't act in a divine purpose.
we were forced to take on the role as provider and as the person to take care of the family. Some
But
of us, not all of us, but I am a byproduct of a person who had to take on the role of the male and the female of the household and lead and take care of her children. And
you know,
so most women who are in that predicament, their parents, their mothers educating them on, hey, you don't wait on anyone. You take care of yourself, you make your
but,
money,
but
you do it.
my whole point is how is that working out for y'all? That's my whole point. It don't matter
It works
what.
out well for me.
Well, you should take care of yourself. No man should
Do
take
it.
care of you.
Do it
Look,
really work out
no,
well for you?
no.
Yes, it does.
You like being
Well,
alone? Are you alone?
Yes.
I don't know if you're alone. You ain't got to divulge that information, but
Oh, yes.
you want. I don't know if I don't
Yes.
know. You
Yes.
alone?
Yes, I am alone.
I don't see no ring on it.
And I don't need a ring on it.
I didn't say it was a joke, Keish. Come on. Come on,
Yeah.
Keish.
That goes to
Don't
show
do
it's a
this.
serious matter. She
Oh,
got a little
fuck.
defensive.
But I don't need a ring on it right now. I'm good.
Ain't nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody. Most women, it's natural for y'all to want that family, that solid, that unit to where that security. That's y'all main thing is security. So for you to say you to be alone and then by the time you retire, you're gonna need $3.2 million to just retire and have an average life for the next 15, 20 years. So it's not too many women. I don't believe that because the pill consumption of antidepressants, anxiety medication, the inability to sleep throughout the night has rose since this whole feminist movement and all that. And I witnessed it myself. Women having hard time to sleep. I sleep, and most dudes I know sleep like a log. Matter of fact, they complain, ain't that right, bro? About how good we sleep. But I'm just saying, all that old sleeping medication, melatonin, all that old stuff, we don't use that stuff. So I'm saying that to say my whole point is
That is because of different situations.
it don't matter. It ain't working out. Nothing's working. So, and the only alternative which you haven't tried out is just being, who you was naturally born to be and exercising that power. It's powerful.
That has nothing to do with.
I am weak for a soft woman.
being able to sleep.
I'm weak for a soft woman too. I love a soft woman.
Don't
when
you
a
cry.
woman
Don't
is
cry.
soft to me, I
Right.
when a woman start acting.
Just for the record, everybody, you see the males in the house. You see all the male chauvinists and all.
What?
No, it's not that.
You see
It's just
it.
when a
You
woman
see it.
is soft,
Wow.
it does something to the
I
Naturally.
consider myself a soft woman.
It naturally does something.
When she come with that rah, 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 I'm like, your chest ain't bigger than mine. Your fucking strength is not as strong as mine. What the fuck kind of shit you on?
It's the same thing, like, bro, when we was little boys and we hurt ourselves or something happened, ain't nothing like going and lay on moms or whoever, whatever.
Right.
It's soothing, or grandma. It's extremely soothing.
Listen, your mama gonna be like, boy, stop, men don't cry. Shut up. Or she might be like, oh, baby. Grandma gonna be like, come here, boy. Listen, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, that tough love.
It's gonna change.
But soft at the same time.
But you're gonna get back up and you're gonna do this all over again. Now, wipe the stuff away off your face now. I need you to be a little tougher. I don't mean you gotta always be tough, but in this instance, you need to be tough right now. So get over it. That's grandma.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they be like, boy, shut the fuck up. Cry if you want to cry. Fuck around with you. Cry. Cry, motherfucker, cry.
Right.
I don't care if they want to wear a dress. It's on them. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Don't complain about them being feminine and you're creating a femininity for the men. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It all begins with us as individuals, and it ends with us as individuals. But when the individuals come together and create the community, the family, it becomes a family issue. And then the larger thing is a community issue. Right. So we see the ramifications of what happens when you lack community.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think all the stuff you're talking about, femininity and women being soft and all that, do you think most high value women are soft?
I don't know what the fuck a high value woman is. Listen, what's a high value woman? One who wear high couture. They wear what? They wear high couture. Shit, whores in the guy on the street wear high couture. What the fuck? I mean, what makes them high value? What's this shit? What makes them high value? Help me understand that.
They know their worth. They're self-assured. They take care of themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Oh,
And
now listen. Help me
Saying,
to understand. Now listen to this. And listen, no judgment. Keisha, you know, we just talking shit,
just
enjoying
conversation.
ourselves, vibing as we always do. A whore does the same fucking thing.
I'm done.
Hey, as a matter of fact, it's always been said by the elder, never take anything that you can take off the shelf and use it as a symbol of your self-worth.
Right.
If you can take it off the shelf, meaning you take your self-worth off the shelf, or if you can take it off, your self-worth off, that's not genuine self-worth. You really don't know your self-worth. So a lot of people think that you been able to taking care of yourself on what materially, basically is what they talking about, and seeming like you mentally together and spiritually together. That means you know your self-worth. But no, that ain't what genuinely speaks volumes to your self-worth. It's what you have. It's not, your self-worth is not measured by what you have, but what you have that people can't buy or that can't be bought.
Integrity,
Sure.
moral principles.
Exactly. So it
Without a
ain't
doubt of contradiction.
so it ain't
That's
that you a
that's so
boss
very
chick.
true.
Right.
Because in this day and age, Alchemist and Keish, we have people that'll follow you just because you have more jewelry than they do, or just because you have a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini, you live in a $300,000-$400,000 home or $1 million home, $2 million homes. You're worth listening to. You can be the most morally corrupt motherfucker on planet Earth. I'm like, no.
Hollywood speaks volumes to that.
Yes. I'm talking like, what the fuck? I get some people be like, I hear some people say they need to leave Diddy alone. No, the fuck they don't. If he did that shit, Diddy need to get the fuck on with his business. And not only Diddy, whoever else is committing them goddamn crimes against the women. If you're literally doing that shit against people, vulnerable people, and making them or forcing them or coercing them into doing that, you need to rethink your values and your morals and stop lifting yourself up or putting yourself up to be something that you're not. But I know this is a day and age we live in where fake it to make it is the key.
Right.
And that's a problem.
And high value is determined by what you have, not what you have that money can't buy.
Right.
That's what high value is determined by.
Get the fuck out of here. That shit's nothing. But hold on. Yet, they all want to follow a Messiah who vowed to not have nothing, taught not to have nothing, to go to the kingdom of heaven, but yet they want to follow that. They want to follow that. They want to talk about that as their principles of worship or loving, caring aspirations, but yet they want to do everything contrary to that.
That's not all the principles that are taught in terms of what Jesus represented.
No, I'm saying that he was a humble man with humble things and believed in doing things in a humbly way, and said that one is greater. Is it easy? He asked the question, is it easy for a man who has a lot of things to enter into the kingdom of heaven? It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. The reason being that he has a lot of shit. We know that you can't take literally all this stuff with you when you die, but it's accumulation on the brain, on the spirit, which in our teachings outweighs the scale, causes ampu to come into play, and boom, the soul is devoured.
If your heart is heavier than that feather, if you've been living a life of isfek, chaos, chasing your desires that can't be satisfied.
And that's what most people do, most rich people, and even nowadays, most poor people. I've never in my life seen so many people run around and act like they rich and don't have shit. I'd be like, damn.
Man, for real.
That's because of social media and the display of you have to front and fake it until you make it. That's so sad. That hasn't gone away since the inception of social media.
But listen, do you know how mentally fucked up you got to be to play that game in your head? Like literally, that's a headache. Literally to run around and fake it. because you have to go home and look at yourself in the mirror. And if you're faking it with everybody else, you're faking it when you go home. And if
So
you
let me ask you this:
driving
do you
yourself
think high
crazy.
value women be faking it until they make it? Do you think that high value women go around pretending like they have stuff and they really don't?
Yeah.
I think men and women.
Yeah, men too. But
Men
yeah,
and women.
you asking the question about women, yeah.
Men and women. That shit, yeah, that's some crazy shit. Both. Not just one, both. That's the society we live in now. I refuse to. No, I ain't doing it. I don't care.
You consider intelligent if you got money.
Yeah. If you worth listening to. If
Yep,
you got money.
If you got
if
money.
you drive around in a Mercedes and I drive around in a whatever, that's less than a Mercedes, and I should listen to you. And these motherfuckers walk around with these attitudes like, I'm doing it because I ride in first class, or I ride on the private jet. That motherfucker get you in the same fucking place from point A to point B as it does me. I may be a little bit more inconvenienced, but it works. We both will get there.
And the truly wealthy people, you will never know that they truly wealthy.
Yeah, you don't know that. They hide it.
And I understand us as black people, you know, it's in our culture to flex. We've been doing it, but when we flex with substance. When we wore gold and when we was adorned in gold, it represented enlightenment.
Right.
That's what gold represented. It was a symbol of enlightenment, divine intelligence. And that's those people you seen adorned in gold. The gold throne we sat on, yeah, it represented enlightenment, divine enlightenment. Meaning you reached the level of intelligence that was connected with divinity. But now we just do it because it's an ego trip. I mean, that's what we use to make us feel good for the moment.
Ms. Keish, what's on your mind? Because you looking like, I noticed you just got up from one spot to the next. What's on your mind, sweetie?
I had to get up on one spot to the next to charge up my computer. Because the charger is way on the other side, so I'm going to keep it a G on that. But, I mean, it's just the way y'all restructuring, you're saying that high value women and how basically most of the women, they be faking it and flexing. I don't agree with that.
Men too.
Like we said both.
But I believe that it's important for high value women to know not only their self-worth and be self-aware, but also know that, you know, they have the right to practice boundaries and making sure that those boundaries are enforced around others, particularly low down, dirty men.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask this question.
You say low down.
Why do we put emphasis, and when do we start putting emphasis on human beings as high value and low value?
For real.
Like, what the fuck is that about?
I'm asking because that came from the patriarch himself, Mr. Kevin Samuels.
I am Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Immortalized. Y'all thought y'all killed unalive Kevin Samuels.
Oh shit. Here we
Listen, go. I had never heard of Kevin Samuels before, and this guy said, man, you listen to a lot of Kevin Samuels? I'm like, who is Kevin Samuels?
For real.
I said, D. Who's Kevin Samuels? He's like, oh, this one got to be on the internet. He's talking about,
and fell dead.
We all are, Keish. We all are. We're all going to fall dead.
They glorifying the man death. Ain't you
around a Latino woman who couldn't get him back to life. She was a nurse and she couldn't even resuscitate him. But go ahead.
She laughing at the man death.
Listen,
oh my! They hated that man.
They did.
Yeah, and
what did he do?
He was on their heels, bro.
What he didn't do?
He was on their head live, and
I'm not gonna check out some Kevin Samuels shit.
Yeah, you got to see him dissect, break down, and turn they whole perspective inside out in front of the world, and they was
2-time divorcee.
They was hot.
And was messing around with this girl that Kevin Gates is no longer with, the Brittany Renner girl.
How you gonna? He wasn't messing around with her. They talk. She was
running around with a hijab on, knowing that she messed around with all kind of me.
how you he was just dialoguing with her. You can't say he messed around. Don't do him like
Oh
that.
my goodness.
You can't say he messed around with the
my
girl. There's
goodness.
no evidence
And you
of
know
that.
the origin of Kevin?
I don't know either of
He was
them.
an
I don't know
image
either of them. So.
consultant at a store. He was an image consultant at a high price store in Atlanta, in one of the suburbs.
Hey,
He
look.
was not, and then he emerged with this argument with this woman and it went viral. And then now he's forever known as the guru. You got silly, dumb men walking around here with his face tattooed on their calf.
Huh?
They hate that Kevin gave black men a voice.
Well, what did he say? What did she say? She said some men got his face tattooed on them.
Yes.
Dang,
yes.
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a little.
Yes.
That's
yes.
a little.
Absolutely, they do.
That's a little extra.
Well, I prefer dudes to have him tatted on. I'm against it tatted on than that. What's that Caucasian guy name?
Oh,
who ain't serving no purpose for the average guy.
Trump. No, I mean I know
somebody is
Jimmy. I mean not the guy that he played. He looked like he played a guitar.
No, he rode a pony.
Right. Right. I was just saying. At least Kevin was trying to reunite the black family. I can't say that about nobody else who's revered.
Your screen had to freeze because you look like you got shit on your face. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You Ari motherfuckers. Excuse our language, but her screen had to freeze up because she has not moved since.
For real, like, Keisha, yeah, she froze. She froze. Come back, Keish. Come back.
She's gone. We wish you well. We hope that the pony rider takes care of you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, yes.
You ain't moving. Yeah, you probably got to come back and come in. Okay. You probably got to come back and come in.
Yeah.
There she go.
Oh, we got Keisha back.
Keisha the Beast, always on the leash.
I heard. Who's that? Muada, don't you have to jet out?
Yeah, I've been had to get out of here. I got your first request. But I was saying that, I asked the question. When did it come a point to where we went from human beings to high value? What is that shit? Like, what the? I mean, like, okay, listen. We all have standards, but does a high value woman fuck differently than a low value woman? Does some of the greatest sex we ever had in our life is when we were growing up and learning how to do it. Does a high value woman wash dishes differently? Like, no, wash to the right and not the left, or put the dishes in the dishwasher here. Look, I don't know. I'm saying I'm trying to figure this shit out. I don't know. I mean,
I think a lot of these ladies.
What is a high value man? What is a high value? Okay, so does a high value man buy high value women, high value shit? You know, I mean, like, what? Teach me.
What it consists of? Yeah, because
what it consists of? I want to learn. And can you just wake up one day and be a high value man or a high value woman?
She froze again. That Wi-Fi, that mother going haywire wherever she at. She'll come back. Come back. There she go. Hold up.
Teach the beast.
That Wi-Fi going haywire around this mug.
Yeah.
I would just like to have a better understanding of what that is.
I don't want to cooperate.
I get the
Keisha, break that down. What a high value woman is for us. Or did you?
A high value woman again is somebody who's considered to have a higher self-esteem. She knows her self-worth. She knows what she wants. She spends more time working on her goals. And then she also is the type of woman that is more independent when it comes down to who she is. So she's like the standard, the creme de la creme.
So who she's high value to then? Because it don't sound like she'd be high value to a man.
Hold on. And can her high value
if she will be,
get her into heaven faster? Can it help her sit at the feet of Jesus or next to John or next to Paul,
no,
Moses, or whomever else?
Well,
I'm just trying to
here's the
figure it
thing.
out. I don't know what it is.
This is the surge
You can't get
of
back on,
when.
Keith? There you
There
go.
she go.
Okay, this is the surge of when everyone was talking about how people should attract high value women or high value men. This is from the patriarch himself, Mr. Kevin Samuels. A lot of this about high value women being career driven, being a certain way and making a certain income. The same with high value men. And really it's no different when you think about alpha males and alpha females. There's some characteristics that are very similar, but it doesn't help them get into heaven. To answer your question, Muada, it doesn't make a difference. It's just labeling. We're in a society that's perpetuated on labels.
Oh, which is causing us to have a delusional view of oneself and
Yeah.
society.
Oneself,
Yeah.
yeah, family, community.
What you say, D?
Yeah, a delusional perspective of oneself, family, community, and then ultimately the nation. So that's where the chaos coming in at. We
And
have
causing one to really question their spirituality. These titles and labels really do a lot to destroy us. They don't do a lot to help us. They're not benefiting us in a more spiritual and mental way.
and it
Mentally,
did,
they are in a way which helps perpetuate materialism, and
or another people's way of life that
yeah,
benefits them.
but not ours.
Wait a minute. It's amazing that when Kevin Samuels was living, he was able to talk about high value women and men and made it more appealing to the masses. But now, talking to you, Alchemist, it's like, okay, it doesn't make sense to have the concept or the term of high value women or men.
That, in order to truly be high value, you got to have a knowledge of self, who you are, where you come from, where you are at this point in life, and where you're going. And high value is tied directly to that in which I just mentioned. Because if you got a lot of money, you ain't gonna do nothing but squander it and use it against your people. So you not have value to me. But I understand where Kevin was coming from because he know that you all value a man having money. So he was getting on, which he probably y'all bought on the same. He was getting on y'all level, sort of way to speak, to kind of balance things out, to let you know, like, are you worthy of having a man with money? Do you know what they come with? Do you know how to be a wife? Do you know how to say yes? Say yes and be agreeable. So he was just basically trying to get y'all to look at things from a different perspective, as far as like not putting the working class man, the blue collar worker or whatnot, in a position where it's like he's nothing, because it's like that's probably your level in life. So I get where he was coming from. And sometimes you gotta reach a person where they at. And that's what he was doing. He was just basically letting y'all know, like, everybody going for this 1% man or this 10%. When here it is, you don't meet the qualifications for that man. So date on your level, which I get that. I get what he was saying. I understand why he did that. It was to balance everything out, because everybody's going after these certain group of people and kicking the blue collar workers to the side, which you wind up eventually being by yourself with a dog, is what he was saying, or a cat. So I get it. He was getting on y'all level, which I don't agree with none of that. We should deal with each other like family. We in a whole different situation from Europeans, and we need to get to the root and figure out the tactics and tools we need to use in order to improve or make better our community or our family and our nation. Because
So what's the difference between what he was saying and then what we have in the Bible, and when we talk about relationships as evenly yoked? You want to be with somebody on the same level as you are, right?
spiritually, when in the
Yeah,
Bible they talking about spiritually, right?
right,
Mentally, psychologically,
right.
culturally. Yeah, but
Yep.
y'all ain't nobody on that. Ain't nobody moving according to the Bible. They say you should obey, don't they? Obey your man.
Here we go.
That's
I knew it was
that's a
coming
tough
to
one.
that level.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to do some research and look into this Kevin Samuels brother. I really am. No disrespect to him. I'm just not an internet type person. I'm not a social media type person. So I'm gonna have to look into him and see what it is. I understand the part of being equally yoked or wanting to be with someone that's on your levels or degree stage or what have you. I understand that very well. I was just wanting you to clarify what a high value woman or man is. But most importantly, high value people don't run around and make it known that they're high value. Any intelligent being or any rich person, really rich person, wealthy person, do everything they can to hide that. Not because they're ashamed of it, but because they understand what could happen if in the wrong hands, around the wrong people.
Shun attention at all costs, or your enemies will see you first.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not saying that a person who's a high value male or female, they run around saying, I'm high value. No, it's just something you have a characteristic about you, or you know that you have self-assurance, you have self-worth. You know that you are of a certain quality.
So, but it's not genuine though. It's not
let me
genuine.
Ask you this. Let me ask you this.
It's on the surface.
Watch this. Let me ask you this. What's most important in life?
Me?
No, what's most important? The discussion. We're having discussions. What's most important?
Yeah, the most important thing to me is my integrity. I'm not willing to come.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to keep your integrity intact for what?
For me, my self-preservation.
What's the most important thing that happens after this life for you?
After this life, you die.
Okay. And do you go to a special place or somewhere?
According to my belief, yes, you go to heaven.
Okay, you go to heaven. So in this life, you want to walk around as a high value woman or man, and you want to be taken seriously to enter a kingdom so you can hold your integrity for yourself, man or woman, and then go to heaven. Jesus walked the earth as the greatest high value being ever to live, but never acted so. He washed the feet of commoners. He rode on the back of an ass. He couldn't even ride a horse. He rode on the back of an ass. He wore the raggediest clothes, but he created the greatest acts. He could do things that the wealthy could not do, spiritually and mentally and physically, but yet he acted very humbly. And he was greater in value than all men and women put together, so to speak. I'm saying, according to the book. So if that's your goal, is to go be with him, she, or whatever it is, why don't you take a page out of that book and act accordingly?